This is Fantastic Worlds, looking back to Lovecraft Country and the Secret World Legends, and we're going to be taking a bit of a break this time. We're coming in on the apocalyptic end of the first part, and I thought we should just kick back for one Sunday and have a bit of culture. So, I'm over here at Gartha, at the, Deep Mall, I guess you could call it, but what we're going to do is check out one of the attractions in London. You see, some time ago, my character received a text from the British Museum of the Occult, and they are interested in finding new benefactors. Now, if an institution is looking for a benefactor, what they're saying is they want money. So they want me to pay me a visit, see what I can do for the museum, what the museum can do for me. The British Museum of the Occult has recently opened, is looking for benefactors. Pay them a visit and see what you can do for the museum and what they can do for you. I think I already said that. Anyways, right then. Gotta head over to London. Let's find the hub ones. There we go. And ta-da. Let's head to London. Now, we've been there before in the timeline, but I haven't actually done an extensive study of the place. That'll have to come later. Alright, popping in. Alright then. Now, as you can see, I'm not wearing the usual duds. I decided to fancy it up a bit for the stroll through. And, you know, leave the weapons of destruction at home. Now, here we are again, back in jolly old London. Back in the smoke, as it were. Mr. Chandra. Strange, I think we'll be seeing each other again someday soon. Chandra's the head of Oriachi, the CEO, and I think we've taken a phone call, if you recall. But yes, hi. Now, through this back alley leads to the, I suppose, once Rand British Museum of the Occult. It's fallen on hard times at the moment, so my guess is they're trying to drum up support from the new Secret Worlders, as the older ones have probably already seen all the exhibits, as it were. So here we are at the British Museum of the Occult. Decor is a bit Spartan, I guess. Reminds me more of a dungeon than a museum, really. Probably was originally. But as you can see, they are... Oh, hi. We'll get to you in a moment. But yes, they've got a couple of lovely horse statues here, and me. Now, this obviously isn't a statue, it's a holographic interface, and, you know, it looks... I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure these shades are me. Let's go back to the safety glasses. Alright, and in this case, since it imprinted on me when I first came in, let's update the appearance. Alright then. Now, it appears that the museum uses holographic technology. Yeah, that's... the hell? Dude, do you speak English? Or is that a really bad Welsh accent? Alright then, yes. Now this is where it all comes down to it. As you can see, the individuals here are here to take money from us, as it were. They use his shards, and as you can see, I've put some time into putting shards together. The agent network is likely for that if you play it right. So what we're going to try to do is just simply get the first contract. Alright then. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out. Now, let's see. Wait, did that, like, complete the mission? You can so British and so creepy. But global New England, that's where we want to head. Now, I'm guessing that we can only really see the exhibits, the places we've been, and being as this is, let's see, Egypt, Tokyo, Transylvania, oddities, and let's see, New England. Oh, apparently I'm lost. This is not the first time. Map. And the water cooler. I am totally upset that I can't use the water cooler. I mean, I'm paying for this, so let's see. You lobby, Children of Hell, the Reanimated. And this is the kind of museum that I really want to go to. But at the moment, I'm looking for local legends, and I think it's back here, no matter what that sign said. You know, I'd ask how those plants grow without sunlight, but they're probably plastic or supernatural. Either really has the same connotation. But here... Oh. Dude.
Hello?
Oh, well, that's it. The place does use holographic technology.
Cheerio.
Yes. Oh. Nice Christmas-style confetti. The local legends of New England. Now, in order to see these, let's see what we got here. The test tablet says, Modern Ecab. Adapted to subterranean life, the wings are atrophied and torn. Well, okay. Looks like that we can get this, but we need to have a mnemonic pedestal classic. So, yeah, the mnemonic technologies is what I'm thinking is probably the holographic technology. And I'm thinking that... So, how does one activate this? The holographic technology is... Ooh, this one's right here. What produces these... Centerpot, Pan Classic, Local Legends, Classic Exhibit. So, yeah, Jack is definitely a centerpiece here. But, mnemonic... Yeah, hi. What do we have, anyways? So, mnemonic pedestal classic. No, I do not sure. Well, if I have a pedestal classic, how exactly do I activate this? Please don't make me have to do a fade here. Obtained. Huh. This is kind of confusing. Like, the Wendigo, for example, I could activate since I've gotten the proper achievements in Legends, but... sigh. Is there an inventory on this? Ah, here we are. Classic. Now let's figure out which one we want to get first. Guess I have to use it when I'm standing in front of it or something? Wisps are kind of annoying. Where's this? Ooh, now let's start with the wisps. Let's see. Inventory and use. Yes. Now if we're going to do Jag, we're obviously going to have to... Seriously? Did I just psychically activate this? That's kind of more of an animation thing here, but if you take a look at it, the wisps seem like more of a black hole, which could make sense. They do drain anima, which means they could be acting as like some sort of super, shall we say...
Hello?
Life, like, God, if this is a freaking... Can we do one at a time? It's annoying. In any case.
Cheerio.
Then that needs better programming. Well, I guess we can probably do this one too. Now, this could become tiresome to watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record, I'm going to set up a lot of these and then do a quick tour of it, okay? Hang on. Alright then, so after a little bit of investment, the first room has in fact been done. Now, going with insects as the primary theme for your introduction is, well, a ballsy move, and not one I would have made. I would have gone something a little more traditional. But yes, the modern Ecab, having adapted to subterranean life, their wings are atrophied and torn. As you notice, why I have put in a classic quality pedestal here, I can put a mnemonic one if I want to, of course, pay for more. And that's really not what I want to do right now. Maybe we'll do a second run through. But I'm not sure it actually improves anything. Now, this display seems to be asleep. The Wendigo. Missing. Flesh Eater. Missing. Looks like I have some more Wendigo to kill before I can upgrade to the next pedestal here. But, yeah. We have a dead one. I'd kind of prefer that. We've seen the Wisp here. That was the first one I did. And now here's the Sasquatch. Although, hang on. We didn't actually look at the display much. Let me check. Phantom Ignis Fatus Lights. As folklore goes, they lead travelers off the safe path. Still need to find more legends. Yeah, sometimes when you kill the enemy, or they'll drop legends, and you can use those to upgrade the pedestal types. We're starting at the bottom here, and upgrade as we go along, but yes. The Sasquatch. Prized among cryptologists, the colony of Sasquatch are reportedly living in the Blue Mountain of Solomon Islands. Now, this is going to be kind of depressing when we end the Solomon Island phase, and if we don't win, they're going to carpet bomb the place. Anything in this room, the only thing I'm going to miss is the Sasquatch. They were cool. Here we have the Ancient Ecab, the... Ooh, I'm going to upgrade to Superior if I want to. But, yes, Sentry's passive not yet underground and still possess fully functional wings. Now, you'll notice that this one does look different, and the ones we have in the present are the ones with the torn wings. Now, flying a cob is... the ground-bound ones are bad enough. Smaller than adults, a cob hold their wings pushed back almost subserviently. So, yeah, this is room number 1. And we've got Jack in the center here, but I'm going to save him for a little bit. But, here, I'll toss a couple more on. Okay, so back here we have, of course, the Reverends, which are a particular pain in the butt, and the Boogeyman. Let's check out the Boogeyman first. Figure found in children's mythos the world over, most specifically here, the being haunted the Atlantic Island Park. Yes. Well, one day. Now, if we get the achievements to upgrade this room, I might come back for a second run, but for the moment, let's check out the Reverend. There we go. The undead monstrosities were hooded humanoid forms that are known to explode in masses of diseased animals, such as rats or crows. Well, achievement the returned. I'll have to figure out what that is. Probably haven't killed enough of them yet. But then, let's see if we can do Jack now. Just need a classic. And we can do that. Alright then.
Cheerio.
Let's put this on. I was going to upgrade this display. Classic? You said classic. Centerpiece. My apologies. Of course, the more expensive one. Centerpiece, centerpiece. Is that it? Can't really see, unfortunately, but it's the... No, there it is, the green one. There we go. Hi, Vinny. Yes. Now he's just ugly. Yeah, there's he by the tree. I still have to get that damned info off that tree back in Kingsmith. Yeah, the Samhain spirit and Lord of the Patch, thought to control the ghostly wisp floating about Solomon Island. With an attacking enemy exhibited in this wing, you have a 0.63% additional 2 damage. This bonus scales as centerpieces are upgraded. But to do that, I'm going to have to use the make all of these superior. Not all of these are ready. I don't have all of the accomplishments yet. But should we ever get the superior one, I'll double back. Dude, stop it. Really becoming irritating. Okay, Cycle of the Drog. I think this might include zombies. Ooh. First draft. God. More money. Dude, don't walk away while we're doing transact. I know. Hipster Dude here simply wants to start punching this guy, but he's probably just a hologram. There we go. Cycle of the Drog. Honestly, I expected everything to that. Okay, so I'll do some decorating first, and then we'll get to the centerpiece, and catch you then. Okay then, so after a bit of redecoration, let's go over the cycle... Stop it. Cycle of the Drog. First, we have... the Drog Incubator. The Drog can plant their seed in the Walking Dead, who eventually metamorphosize into a Drog pod. Now let's go take a look at the pods, shall we? Yeah, and all their malignant glory. Wrong attitude for this place, dude. Oops, hang on. Sorry about that. Drog pod. The pulsing pods hatch into new drog, beginning their fascinating and putrid life cycle. Yeah, you can say that again. Let's see some of the finished products of said cycle, right? This particular cheery chap, the Drog Spiker. The carnivorous men are infested with coral growths that form into deadly piercing weapons. So yeah, you can see the looks like a conch shell on one arm, which makes a terribly ineffective weapon. I mean, goddamn, I gunned these things down by the hundreds. And the female of the species, a little deadlier. The Drog Sea Callers, sea-clad mystics of the power of the supernatural and fog enshrouding Solomon Island. Now, as we know, the fog itself is an infectious agent, which means that these creatures are designed to help spread it more effectively. Now, on the other side, we have the other form of Drog. Drog Mauler. These carnivorous men are infested with coral growths that form into deadly bludgeoning weapons. Yeah, so it's just a matter of which type infect them. And the other of the species, in her mating glory, the Drog Brood Witch. The tentacle sea witch should begin the incubation process of a Drog life cycle by impregnating zombies with a developing pod. Yeah. These things are the infectors. Now, we're going to come over here and see some of the later stages. Now, of course, we've got this lovely fellow. The Drog Behemoth. Drog that survive long enough mutate dramatically, absorbing sea life into their enormous exoskeletons. You can see the closer up here, they have the lobster claws. Sorry about that. Really should... I wonder if you can turn those off. As well as the one original hand, more canvas than that, a very, shall we say, unfortunately shaped orifice. But the male of the species is one thing. The female of the Lacer species is the Drog Queen, the corpulent matrix bubble with enzymes that spawn the Drog. So these things spread enzymes that increase the pod's, well, the pod's development cycle, I guess. Now, here is interesting because this is the Drog Lord, the final form. More alien than other Drog, parazoologists are still uncertain of where they fit in the Drog cycle. Now, I'm thinking that these are the masculine because my guess is this develops inside of that shell and it reaches a certain point, it breaks out. This serves as both the armor and cocoon for the new species, but this is complete supposition. This doesn't seem to be an official answer to it all. Lovely gills it has inside there. And what's interesting is that the Drogs have a cousin, the Deep One. These Piscine Bacurian bipeds, which means fishman, lives in the deep ocean and seem to worship the Ura-Drog and accept the lesser Drog as its prophets. So the interesting thing is that these things, the Deep Ones of Lovecraftian legend, are ancient and existed before the invasion, but in the invasion, the dreams of the Vikings created the Drog wholesale. So they didn't exist before possibly the end of the first Darkness War, the one we saw back in the dungeon. But these things lived earlier, yet they have decided that they are the lesser species, even though they are tougher and more intelligent. So, yeah, I wonder if there's undersea politics going on there. But, of course, what we want to do is we want to get the big one. Come on. There you go. The Ur-Drog, the apex of the Drog colony, commanding the Drog lords and through them lesser Drog, zombies, and Deep One worshippers. Yep. This is the final form. I guess in Pokemon, Stage 3, I guess is what you call it. I'm not a Pokemon person. Don't hurt me in the comments if I got that completely wrong. Alright, so let's see what it looks like. Psychic powers activate. Ew. Right, that was the end of the first dungeon that we had there, wasn't it? It's a minor Cthulhu, and if you read the lore, this is just a lesser version of what a dreamer looks like. Remember, if you're not sure where this is going to be in the episode, but if the bonus episodes come out yet, you'll see the Sargasso Sea and kind of the indication of what the dreamers look like with those tentacles, but this is kind of the larval form. My guess is that this thing was the king of the Viking... Dude, you're harsh on my buzz here. Okay, this is the larval form of dreamer and possibly the king of the Vikings when they invaded, and this is his punishment, to serve as their slave forever. Rather depressing, really, if you think about it. And that's what they do with the pedestal here. But yeah, remember, these are all the classic versions of the statues. There are more advanced ones that I will probably end up making another episode when I get to that level. But for the moment, let's move on to the next one.
Cheerio.
I hate you. Alright then, so let's deal with the reanimated, shall we? And this is disturbingly like some sort of fashion shoot. It's really disturbing, whoever made this picture. Wet zombie. No, my brain refuses to cognate that. These stagnant corpses can be found haunting bodies of water. Well, okay, but what about this one? This crouched one. Cultist zombies. These animate corpses of cultists retain some of their knowledge and sorcerer's talents. I see. Kinda ugly, really. And yeah, the jogger zombies. Ripper. Animate force in these cadavers are particularly vicious, giving them claws and feral speed. And that's the Innsmouth track squad over there. But yes, of course, now we have salesman? I mean, fast zombie. These recently reanimated cadavers move with surprising alacrity. Alright then. And, okay, that's disturbing. Familiars. Stitched together from scraps of meat and other materials, these living flesh dolls are animated servants of sorcerers and alchemists. Now, this one's kind of interesting because it's a construct as opposed to just resurrected body. And this one is a worker. The Elder Zombie. The ancient dead do not move at the speed of their fresher kin, but they're better repositories of necromantic energy. It can't be that old. He's wearing a construction helmet. Now, there's two interesting ones back here. This one, the bloody scarecrows. Yeah, the raggedy straw men are stuffed with the organs of the living and brought back to hateful life. This is, of course, Anderson's doing. These scarecrows that we're doing are actually golems powered by hearts and other bits and pieces, which makes them more zombie than constructs. And of course you got these guys here. Zombie Hulk. These surges of mystical energy cause some zombies to mutate, swelling their muscles and rage to uncontrollable levels. That's usually because of filth contamination, as we learned in a couple of episodes. But of course, let's deal with the centerpiece. You? What is that? Shambling bear? Necromantic energies can animate animals too, as the case of this beast said to haunt Solomon Island. When attacking an enemy exhibiting swing, you have a 1.26% chance to do additional 5 damage. Bonus scales as centerpieces are upgraded, of course. But what's interesting is that apparently I've got to find an ursine rib and a make superior exhibits if I want to upgrade this one. And I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think I have a scarecrow short a bit, but yeah, we haven't actually come across the bear yet. And you know, I'm not looking forward to it because ouchie. Right then, let's go into the true purpose of a museum besides soaking patrons for enormous amounts of money. The gift shop. Yeah. Oh my god. This is tacky. The Templars run this place, right? I mean, I'm not fond of the Illuminati, but at least they have more style on occasion and better retail ability. And there you are, Mr. Chandra. I'm sure you're not going to show up in the story later. You guys are selling morning light shit? Oh my god. Worse than I thought. No wonder you guys don't have any. Let's see. And the thing is, when you do certain things, you activate options. Let's see if we... for purchasing. Let's see what we got.
Anything you're interested in?
Yeah, the Wisp. This would allow us to summon New England Wisp pets. A t-shirt. They have a t-shirt. Really overpriced, too. Droglord t-shirt. Mnemonic Guardian. Summons a friendly hatchling that will cast Dash. And True Believer. Guardians. Place a friendly True Believer that will cast Cult Pact. You know, hey, you could summon in a deep one. You can summon friendly versions of the monsters if, you know, I was willing to spend that much. But, you know, I got the money to spend here. So, yeah. Been saving up a bit. Oh, and a deep one, too. I have to give them a try. But in any case, getting out of here before I spend any more. That's it for the first run through. As you can see, there are other wings that we will be tackling. The Global, Egypt, Transylvania, and Japan. And, of course, we'll be upgrading New England at some point. So, if you do like this, do pop in sometime. See me do it again, and I'll try to avoid this guy like the plague. So, hang on a second. Let's give a good last shot here.
Cheerio.
Dude. This is Fantastic Worlds, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Secret World Legends, and I'll see you next episode.
You will see the dawning of a new age. To be a monarch or a beggar. To lose everything or to become a god. To stand with us or against us. The choice is yours.